Hello, welcome. My name is Felicia from SweetGeorgia, and welcome to our monthly Secret Stash Club reveal for May 2025. I am so excited to share this month's incredibly special offering with you today. Whether you are a longtime club member or this is your very first package, we are so thrilled to have you as part of this journey. Now, this month, the yarn that we're talking about and that we're featuring is our Flaxen Silk Fine. This is a gorgeous blend of natural fibers that combines the best qualities of both worlds. It's made with 65% silk and 35% linen. So this yarn creates the perfect balance of strength, texture, and sheen. Now, each 4-ounce skein gives you a generous 480 yards for this lightweight, very breathable yarn. The silk provides a smooth drape and a subtle shine, while the linen adds structure and texture. So this makes a yarn that is perfect for year-round projects. Now, what makes Flaxen Silk Fine so special is that it just feels so silky soft against the skin, and it just has just enough texture to create some interest in your finished pieces. And so, unlike all of our previous Secret Stash offerings, this isn't a sock yarn. This is the first time that we're choosing a non-sock yarn for the club. Now, the colorway. Let's talk about this month's breathtaking colorway. It's called Breathing Underwater. Now, this colorway was inspired by a very vivid dream that I had recently, and I found myself sort of following my kid's ski coach into this underwater scene. Now, in this dream, I discovered that I could breathe underwater as long as I took very, very slow, deep breaths. And the experience was surprisingly peaceful, seeing the light filtering through the water, observing the plants swaying and the fish glide by. Now, the reason why I was being led into the water by my children's ski coach is that if you know this coach in real life, she is so calm, so collected. She has that Mona Lisa smile on all the time. She has to manage like 120 different kids on the mountain skiing, and then all of their parents and all the questions. And I've just observed her for the past 6 years and how calm and serene she is in any sort of situation. And so this is probably why it's come up as one of my dreams. Now, the name of this colorway that we gave, it references one of my favorite songs by the band Metric. It's a Canadian band. I learned about this band very, very early on from CBC Radio 3, and I was playing this music constantly while I was dyeing yarn in my basement studio in and around 2006, 2007. And so Breathing Underwater captures the full spectrum of life experiences. So basically the idea of like experiencing moments of joy to times where we feel like we are drowning under a lot of pressure, and asking the question over and over again, is this my life? So if you look at this song, you check out the lyrics and see what it's all about. Emily Haynes, the lead singer of this band, she talks a lot about how like you kind of pause in your life and then you ask, is this my life? And on one hand, it could be really, really sad, and it could be really, stressful. There could be really, a lot of life is getting you down, and you're just like, oh, is this really my life? But you can also take the flip side of asking, is this my life? And then any moment, just stop and take a pause and look around and notice all of the amazing things and how much gratitude you can have for some of these things in your life, whether it's that the sun is coming through, or that the weather is nice, or that the spring is here and grass is starting to grow. Like whatever it is, you can just pause for a minute and appreciate what you do have around you, and then ask, is this my life? Like, how amazing is this? Is this my life? So I love this song. I love this band. So looking at this colorway, you can see these gorgeous photos that Bridget has shot for us. You can just see all the colors swirl and transition, kind of like water in motion. A lot of the base tones evoke this feeling of being submerged and surrounded by water. And then there's these kind of surprising pops of green and purple that represent these glimpses of underwater life. And so this colorway, I'm hoping that it will remind us all to take a calm, slow breath and smile, even if we feel in over our heads at whatever moment. Now, some project ideas. Flax and silk fine opens up many exciting project possibilities beyond our usual sock focus. This yarn is lightweight, it's airy, it makes perfect warm weather knits. So if you are a knitter or a crocheter, this yarn can be used for lace scarves or shawls that have really incredible drape. And this is like a good spring and summer kind of shawl yarn. The fiber blend, because it's got linen in it and a little bit of silk in it, it has a beautiful texture, and the linen adds a little bit of crispness, but the silk is still very, very soft. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, very delicate and drapey kind of yarn. Now, we recommend using a US size 4 or 3.5 millimeter needle as a starting point. And we have knit with this yarn, the flax and silk fine, in a number of summer tops and sort of like layering pieces. Now, for our weavers, flax and silk fine is a great yarn to work with. You can use it as a plain weave warp and pair it with something like our mulberry silk 20/2 silk as a weft yarn. We do have a new pattern in the School of Sweet Georgia called the Fraser Scarf, designed by Amanda Wood, and that uses 2 heddles on a rigid heddle loom to create a 2/1 twill structure. And so that is a really, really great way for rigid heddle weavers to sort of expand their skills beyond plain weave. But Amanda uses this yarn, this flax and silk fine yarn, in that project, both as warp and weft, and it looks gorgeous when it's put together. So don't be afraid to experiment with holding the flax and silk fine together, again, with another yarn. Maybe if you want to create a thicker, more textured piece, and sort of have more color blending too. You could take 2 skeins of this, hold them together, and then you'll see the colors mix and blend even more. So with this yarn, Charlotte from our studio actually took 2 skeins of this and she made an entire summer tee out of this. Charlotte used a pattern designed by Tabitha Hedrick, and it's called Every Berry. It's actually a t-shirt that's a very simple, minimalist kind of t-shirt for summer, but the back side of it has a little bit of lace detailing, which makes it really, really lovely and really, really interesting to look at. And so Charlotte has knit this particular sample that I'm going to show some photos of here as well. This pattern has a little bit of an A-line silhouette. It's very easy to wear, and just 2 skeins of flax and silk fine can make any of these summer tees. We have a number of other tee patterns that also use just 2 skeins of flax and silk fine. 480 yards is actually quite a lot of yardage in one of these skeins. So you can find the pattern available on our website, shop.sweetgeorgiayarns.com. We absolutely love seeing what you create with your secret stash yarn. Please go ahead and share your projects with us by tagging us at SweetGeorgia on Instagram so we can see what you are making. Now, before we go, a very quick reminder about club subscriptions. If you enjoy these monthly deliveries and you know somebody who would enjoy them too, the deadline for June deliveries is going to be May 15th, 2025. It's always the 15th of every month. It's a wonderful gift for someone who loves knitting or crocheting, or even for yourself. Thank you so much for being a part of our color story here. We hope to see you next month for another Secret Stash reveal. Until then, happy making.